Hey, Mr. B.
Hello, I'm listening.
No question for you today, but what I would request from you is to give a public service announcement to all of the overstayers in the country who are in hiding or don't know what to do given the current political climate.
Wow, that's a nice one today. Okay, well, we know what's going on around us right now. Right now, the atmosphere or the climate, the political climate around the country is that we don't want any immigration. We don't want any immigrants to come in because immigrants become a burden on the state. Immigrants are bad for the economy. Immigrants take everybody's jobs. Immigrants then become a liability rather than an entity that can help the country grow. And that rhetoric needs to change. Unfortunately, it's not going to change anytime soon. And we need to all understand that, accept it, and act accordingly. These are not the kind of days where we used to have that kind of system where you would expect some sort of amnesty after every few years, where, okay, if you've come in illegally, you might be able to get some sort of an amnesty and you'll get your status through that. Or if you're making applications and it doesn't matter what kind of applications you're doing, you can just keep on doing applications and go on with that. Those kind of things don't work anymore. And the worst thing that you can be doing is that you hide under a rock and say, well, I'm an overstay, nobody knows about me, so I'll just quietly keep on hiding in the country. None of that is going to work because the way things are going, the direction things are taking, if reform is going to take over, the way reform are going. I was listening to Mr. Farage yesterday on his speech, and Richard Tice as well, when he was trying to justify to LBC callers what he's doing and how they're going to cut the minimum wage for the youngsters and how they're going to not guarantee the triple lock for the pensioners and all of that. All those things that are happening, they don't know what they're doing. But the one thing that they have in common, all of them, is a hatred for immigration.
So you tell people to wake up to the reality.
Absolutely. People need to wake up. People need to understand that this is coming. If this is happening, this is coming, then you need to understand and be prepared from beforehand. Don't say later, oh, I didn't know what the hell happened and I've been caught up by something. So let me make a prediction. I don't think that it is completely out of the realms of possibility to say that when a new government comes in, they are going to bring in something along the lines that if you're not in the system, you've not made an application, you're an overstay, you're not going to get status at all, no matter what. I don't think that that is an impossibility. Already, the Reform Party are talking about doing away with the Human Rights Act. What does that do? Right now, we use the Human Rights Act to sort out the humans that are being dealt with under a very corrupt and inefficient system. When I say a corrupt system, this is not the corruption as in we see back in South Asian or African countries. That is not the corruption we're talking about here. The corruption I talk about here is incompetence and inefficiency and absolute lack of responsibility and absolute lack of accountability from these people. When these people, I'm talking about the Home Office, I'm talking about the government, I'm talking about the politicians, they have absolutely no idea what to do for the country. All that they're busy in doing is trying to up each other. They're trying to go and land punches so that they score political points. They are not bothered about what's happening to the country or what's happening to the immigrants or what's happening to the economy or what's happening to the young or the old people. All they're doing is just scoring political points. And what the current government seems to be doing is do everything that will keep Mr. Farage and reform from coming into power, instead of focusing on actually what needs to be done for the people and for the economy. So when we talk about immigration, I would say if you're an overstayer in the country, and today I had at least 7 or 8 consultations where people have been in the country 7 years, 10 years, 15 years, have not even bothered putting in an application.
Okay.